This mother.
Yo, what's up? So today I'm getting technical on why I'm going from an unequal length cast iron manifold to an equal length cast iron manifold. Right? So check it out. It's vulnerable to JZ. Right? 6 cylinders, turbocharged. Firing order is 153-6-2-4, right? So that means 153-6-2-4. Now this is in 2 cycles because in one cycle it's compression and the other cycle it's exhaust. So reason why I'm going a change in manifold is because I started losing boost pressure and the engine didn't want to rev. Now I'm running a small wastegate, a 38mm, which isn't ideal, but it used to work before. But I think after some discussion with Nick over China Imports, good source for information by the way, on a turbo engine, on a turbocharger, the boost is supposed to come in linearly, right? In that it's supposed to be a smooth spike and not just like boost pressure all over the place, right? In this case, what was happening is that when one fires, it takes very long to reach the turbo. So 1 was firing, then 5, which is the second longest runner, and then 3, which is short. So in other words, 1, 5, and 3 were reaching the turbo at the same time, so you was getting this. Right? Then it was 6-2-4. Now 6 is going to take a long time, 2 is going to take the second longest time, and then 4 reaches the shortest amount of time. So there's probably a lag of time and then another spike in that. This is not how you want your turbo to spool up in 2 stages. Right. So in the equal, yeah, it looks like gibberish. But in the equal length manifold, all these are the same distances from the turbo. So if it fires at 153-6-2-4, that's the way it's gonna reach into the turbo, giving the turbo a seamless graph of boost. Right? Understand? So maybe now with this equal length manifold and a larger wastegate, maybe that exhaust could vent a little freer and the engine be able to rev a little better, and the boost will come in more seamlessly. Right? So we'll see. I made one of these T-fittings for the oil sensor, the oil pressure unit, and also this, because this is a non-turbo block, you have the oil feed going to the turbo. There you go, right? Down there we have an oil cooler that I installed. Can't see it there, but it's, and the oil lines. On this side we have the manifold. No, I didn't go buy a gyroman and wrap the manifold. But I did wrap it. The thing with the manifold though is I wrap the manifold so that the manifold itself could do part of its job, which is keep the heat in the manifold, right, and not waste the heat and it goes to the surroundings. So the manifold is wrapped. I had to weld on a 1-inch spacer. Come on, get out of here. I had to weld on a 1-inch spacer to get the turbo to fit. Sorry. I return. I don't like where it is, so I may end up changing this manifold. And I have to. This is the stock water feed for the sequential turbos. I think I'll have to blank off one of these and maybe put this into a 90-degree elbow so that the air filter could come back here. This hose you see in here, yeah, I got plenty hoses. Yeah, this hose you see in here is for the cold start circuit. Still waiting on one person to come and do what he's supposed to be doing on that side, right? And hopefully things will go smoothly. Kinda anxious. This thing getting rusty, right? So we'll see what happens next time. Later.